All right, welcome everyone to our recorded session of our children's mental health story time. Today's theme is quiet and introversion, and we have the amazing storyteller Amy Loustau with us today. She's from the Mattapan branch, and she will be going through all the songs and books today.
Thank you, Keith. All right, so just to check in first, how are you feeling right now? Take a second, think about it. Maybe get some inspiration from the pictures. Are you happy, sad, confused, surprised? You can share out loud with your grown-up. Maybe ask how your grown-up is feeling. Never a bad idea to check in. Okay. Well, I'm feeling excited to share with you, and I'm going to share one of my favorite songs. So this is a good way to say hello. And what you're going to do, if you want to do the hand motions along with me, it's pretty easy. You're just going to tap your knees like this and clap your hands like this. And it's just a rhythm. It goes like this. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slowly as we can. Hello. So nice and slow. All right, and then this is an opposite song, so we're going to do the opposite of slowly, which is fast. Ready? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as fast as we can. Oh, oh, hi, hi, hello. Super fast. All right, let's see. What are our next opposites? High as we can and low. Let's start with high. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as high as we can. Oh, oh, it's nice to stretch. Good. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as low as we can. Hello, and you can get down low. Oh, where'd I go? It disappeared. All right, and now this is a good one to get loud. Ready? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loudly as we can. Hello! Oh, I like it, Keith. Hello! And the opposite, bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as all right. Well, hello to everybody. Thank you for joining. And I think we're going to do, is it another song? Nope. Story is I Am Quiet, a story for the introvert in all of us. Sometimes you might feel quiet. Sometimes you might feel loud. My name is Emil. I am quiet. Grown-ups tell me, don't be shy. But I'm not shy. I am quiet. There's a difference, right? I am quiet on the outside, but not on the inside. On the inside, my imagination shouts loudly and runs wild. There's a dragon and a panda playing a trumpet and some animals playing a game. On the inside, I am Sir Emil, the valiant knight who roars louder than dragons. My armor clangs and clashes as I run with the mighty beasts. I high-five the fiercest one and race to the finish line. On the inside, I am a daring captain of a great ship. I shout to my crew to pull up the anchor and onward we go. The waves thunder, spraying salty sea in my face. I salute the biggest whale and she joins my team. But that is on the inside. On the outside, I build forts out of twigs that are secret spaces for furry friends. I whisper about my day to them, and they tell me about theirs. Together, we sneak through mazes to look for tasty snacks. On the outside, I paint the universe on paper, and there is me floating through the stars, a tiny astronaut on a great expedition that no one even knows about. I paint a friend, and we float together. Some days I walk home from home to school through sun or rain or snow, and I listen to the sounds around me. What sounds do you think Emil is hearing? I see some sheep making ba sounds. I see some birds, maybe they're singing or chirping. I see an airplane. Airplanes are good background noise. You don't always notice them until you really stop to listen. I hear quiet scuttling beneath the earth. I see quiet nesting in the trees. I feel quiet burrowing beneath the soil, an oak tree growing deep in the ground until it breaks free into the light, big and strong. Strength can be quiet. At school, May and Thomas are full of answers and ready to burst. I know the answers too, but I keep them like a secret. I whisper them to myself softly. Answers can be quiet. At recess, there are jungle gyms and monkey bars and the whirly-swirly merry-go-rounds for the brave and the dizzy. I investigate cracks in the concrete. I look closely to see who I might find. Sometimes I explore with a friend. Friendship can be quiet. On the way home from school, I pass our neighbors, Mr. Tim and Bowser. Bowser is not quiet. Bowser is loud, somehow without saying much at all. Mr. Tim says, Emil, don't be shy. But I'm not shy. I am quiet. I show him so by barking back. Woof, woof. Mrs. Wiro, with her noisy parakeet, asks, Cat got your tongue? I stick out my tongue. Can you stick yours out? And the parakeet does too. Still there. Mr. March in his rose garden tells me, someday you will come out of your shell. My mother says that if you hold a shell close to your ear and are very quiet, you can hear the entire ocean sing. At home, in bed, there are snuggles and kisses and hugs, then night-night. My flashlight, books, and I have other plans. After miles of exploration, I click off the flashlight and snuggle in tight. I listen to the quiet sounds outside my window, close my eyes, and say good night. The end. Coming, yes. Ooh, I love this one. If you're happy and you know it. And then we can stomp our feet if we're angry. And we can, if we're excited, we can say hooray. And if we're sleepy, we can yawn. Ha. And if you're grumpy, you can cross your arms. All right. It's good to move around. Let's see. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. All right, if you're angry and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're angry and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're angry and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're angry and you know it, stomp your feet. All right, get excited. If you're excited and you know it, say hooray, hooray. If you're excited and you know it, say hooray, hooray. If you're excited and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're excited and you know it, say hooray, hooray. If you're sleepy and you know it, yawn it out. Oh, If you're sleepy and you know it, yawn it out. If you're sleepy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're sleepy and you know it, yawn it out. And if you're grumpy and you know it, cross your arms. If you're grumpy and you know it, cross your arms. If you're grumpy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're grumpy and you know it, cross your arms. Ooh, that's a good one for getting it all out and for recognizing how you're feeling based on your own body language, and then seeing it in somebody else. If you see someone else cross their arms, maybe they're grumpy too. It's a good one. All right, I think we have another song. Oh, nope, sorry. All right, this is called Charlotte and the Quiet Place. Let's see. Charlotte and the Quiet Place. Some leaves quietly, gently falling. And this, it looks like, is Charlotte's neighborhood. It's her street. Looks like there's a lot going on. Let's see. Charlotte's house is noisy. In the hallway, the floorboards groan. In the living room, the TV bellows and blares. I don't think she likes that very much. Where are her fingers? Can you see? They're in her ears. In the kitchen, her dog, Otto, yips, yaps, and yowls. Even in her bedroom, which is supposed to be a quiet place, the old steam radiator hisses, whistles, and whines. Where can Charlotte find a quiet place? Charlotte's school is noisy. In the classroom, the bell clangs. In the lunchroom, the trays clatter and crash. On the playground, the swings creak, squeak, and rattle. Even in the library, which is supposed to be a quiet place, the children giggle, yammer, and yell. Where can Charlotte find a quiet place? Oh, look at her. She's got books over her ears. Oh, poor Charlotte. Charlotte's neighborhood is very, very noisy. On the sidewalk, the jackhammers blast. There they are. On the street, the sirens warble and wail. Looks like there's an ice cream truck too. Underground, the subway screeches, rumbles, and roars. Even in the park, which is supposed to be a quiet place, the leaf blower buzzes, blusters, and hums. It looks like there's some dogs adding their barks too. No, cries Charlotte. I have to find a quiet place. Oh dear. She looks a little upset to me. Let's see. One Saturday morning, Charlotte takes Otto for a walk. In the park, Otto spots a squirrel and he lurches free. There he goes. Charlotte chases Otto, charging down the hill, over the bridge, and into a grove where Otto skids to a stop. All I see in this grove is a tree and a squirrel and Charlotte and Otto. Let's see what happens. Maybe this is quiet. Charlotte and Otto are out of breath. Together, they sit down to rest. They close their eyes. Charlotte's belly rises up and down, up and down. Can you feel your belly rising as you breathe up and down? Her breath goes in and out, in and out. Her mind slows down. It is quiet at last. It is so, so quiet. Charlotte notices an even quieter place. A place deep in her belly where her breath is soft and even, a place deep in her mind where her thoughts are hushed and low, a place as quiet as the small silence on the very last page of her favorite book, the silence right after the end. When Charlotte is ready, she and Otto hike slowly away from the grove, back over the bridge and up the hill toward home. Nowadays, Charlotte's house is still noisy. Her school is still noisy. And her neighborhood is still very, very noisy. But Charlotte remembers that day in the park. So wherever she is, whenever she wants, when her world is too noisy, Charlotte simply closes her eyes and travels back to that peaceful place, the place deep in her belly where her breath is soft and even, the place deep in her mind where her thoughts are hushed and low. The quiet place inside. And that's it. That's Charlotte. So maybe we can be like Charlotte and do a little bit more breathing with our 5 fingers. Can you show me your 5 fingers? Get them ready. So if you've done this before, you might know. Go in breath and out breath 5 times. In and out. In. Excellent. You can do that anytime you feel overwhelmed or you need a quiet place. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining.
Yes, thank you everyone for joining this recording. Every week, currently on Thursdays, we share out recordings or we have live story times with our group of amazing storytellers. So be open to join us anytime you would like and have a good rest of your day. Thank you. Bye-bye.